Hello. Hello, hello. Bit of a surprise stream. Decided at the last minute that I would do a stream. I didn't think there was going to be too many sign-ups for this. There was about 15 minutes out. There was only 5 when I signed up. Made it 6.
Max, hey Gio.
But yeah, car number 3 in this outfit. Max is fast. Leopold and Paul, both friends of the channel and of this channel, and also Paul at least is in the Stuffsters Discord. Max was quite a bit faster than us this time. So yeah, should be interesting. Checking all my stuff. My standings. Back to chat. All looks good. Only 20 seconds of practice left. Just actually hop in the car. Sorry about the jumping around on the screen. Making sure that the field of view is all set. Moving on to qualifying. This is the fixed series, of course. So setup loads in. We'll automatically get put on the qualifying setup. Make sure we're careful on our outlap. Plenty of fuel.
Adrian, we've got 2 laps. Let's get this done.
It's the battery that we've got to watch out for. Interesting that this has gone to full sun. Might take the track temperature up a bit. What's the track temperature?
The track temp is now 34 Celsius.
I don't think... I wonder if I can ask. What's the track usage?
The track temperature's rising. It's now 34 Celsius. The track temperature's now 34 Celsius.
What are the track conditions?
Pardon?
Okay. Alright, it's alright. Don't want to text him too much. And we'll go full beans, but we'll have to take the rest of the lap easy. It uses a lot of battery along this straight.
The leader's just done a 124.19.
Guess we'll have to do it on the second lap then. That won't count.
The leader has just done a 120.05. Is 0.32 off the pace.
Now 20.6. Not terrible. Not terrible. Ooh, P2. Wow, okay. Terrible at all. I wonder if I should mix things up and do an inverse strategy. What's the strength of field?
2,066.
Did I go soft medium? Maybe I should just go a little early onto the softs. I can make the track moderately high. With 3 laps, we still had over 1%. Where, I mean, quali laps, yes, but try doing, if we hit in the 20s, high 20s, maybe people will think we're going for a 2. If we can hang on to the, might be the only way. Why not? Let's roll the dice. Hey, Smokey. How you doing this evening? Hope you had a decent Saturday. Oh, nice. Not a bad way to spend afternoon.
That's the end of the session, P2.
P2. I think I've got to invert the strategy. Yeah, that's what I'm tossing up. Do I start on softs? Sure, let's go for it. Start on softs, try to go as long as possible. Mediums to the end. See where we turn up. What's the worst that can happen?
Alright, Adrian, we should be competitive here. We're aiming for around P2, 66 laps.
Everyone around us is on mediums. We don't want a DNF. Minimum target is positive IR. Main aim is podium. Anything first or second would be incredible. But Leopold's fast, Paul's fast. Max was fast the other night. Yeah, gonna be tough. Strap in, everyone.
Standing start now. Get ready. Green, green, green. Okay, Adrian, we've just cut the track. Nice start.
Come on, Adrian. Really?
Watch the track limits, please. Denison is getting closer. The gap is now 0.5. Just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good. You're now in the lead.
Slap like normal, Adrian. Sort that corner out. And that one.
Come on, watch these track limits, please, Adrian. The guy behind has just done a 124.00. there's an incident in turn 2. Looks like it's raw. Don't be distracted. Defend your position.
Leopold's so fast! You're so fast, Leopold. I mean, I'm driving slow, really. DRS is going to get me here.
Right side. Clear right. Your last lap time was at 1:23.94. Shit, Adrian. Come on, mate. Defend your position.
If I don't stick with Leopold, Paul's gonna beat me right up in very short order.
Between the lines, track limits. The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 32 Celsius. P2.
Flippin' heck.
The gap ahead is now 0.9.
Turning in too early there. Come on, Adrian.
Fastest lap for Stenison, 1:23.32. That lap time was 1:23.63. Good lap, that's your best in the session. The gap to P1 ahead is increasing. It's now 1.5. gap to Stenison ahead is now 2.4 seconds. Fastest lap for Stenison, 123.00. That lap was at 124.20.
And Leopold's doing that on mediums too. I can barely do that on, not only just on softs, but on softs halfway through the race. Half a fuel load.
Gap to P1 in front is now 3.2. That lap was at 123.88. There's an incident in turn 6. We think it might be Daniel. Incident in Torvin. It looks like Daniel. The gap to Regni behind is now 3.9 seconds.
About to say Paul don't start driving faster, but I don't think Paul's driving faster. I think I'm just a bit slower this lap. Bit spooky. Wasn't sure where they were going to go or if they'd seen me.
That lap time
Hey!
was 124.33.
Hey Luke. Yeah, it was a snap decision. I saw there were 5 people registered about 18 minutes out, and I thought, as the community manager, I can't really let this race that I could do go not official. So I registered, and a few more people decided that was their cue. So we...
The gap to Regni behind is now 4.3.
Yeah, sorry, I need to put the new Race Lab weather indicators somewhere on the display for you. Track is moderately high. Didn't know that. That's low to mid 30s track temp. Although you've got that on your screen anyway. Qualified P2. Few tenths behind Leopold.
Fastest lap for Stenison on 22.94.
Couple of tenths ahead of Paul.
You've just done a 124.51.
Managed to get a good jump on the softs. Led the first few laps, but Leopold is Leopold. And while you're Leopold pace, Luke, I'm not quite. But until this lap, been mostly holding off Paul But that lapped car didn't help, and my crap driving isn't helping either. Fair enough. Yeah, you probably will be fighting him. Yeah, I mean the front left's burning up, but what's new around here? I mean that's just...
The gap behind is now
this circuit just eats front lefts for breakfast. But yeah, no. Probably be a couple of degrees lower on the mediums. They're harder to get the temp in, obviously, as you know. But I decided to invert the strategy because without doing something different, I didn't think I was going to get too far in this race.
The lap time was 1:23.80.
And this is the fixed set too.
The gap behind is now 3.9.
Leader just did a 23.4. We're going to do what, a 24 something? And a 24.5. Come on, Adrian. That's better. Yes. Oh wow. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to actually beat Leopold. Lovely person, but way too quick, like yourself, Luke. Anyone who's faster than me is way too quick. The way a racing driver thinks, isn't it? I'm just impressed I've held on to 3K for so long.
124.16. Sector 1 is 0.45 off the pace.
I mean, the thing with these long races as well is people don't have to be ridiculously fast compared to you. They're just 2/10. They're just doing that corner perfectly, or this corner perfectly. And there's 2/10 here and 2/10 there, and it's half a second a lap, but you do that over 60 laps. And you're 30 seconds up the road. It's incredible.
Just done a 123.92.
Yeah, it's a tricky circuit. Nearly bit me there. It's going to drop me lots of time. Flipping heck. I haven't heard anything about Vegas. They have scanned, and it's coming probably next year, but sometime soon. The Miami Autodrome.
Yep.
And from the looks of the screenshots, they've also scanned the alternate layouts, which obviously we won't see F1 running. But the owners of the stadium decided a while ago that they wanted to be able to race more often than once a year when F1 comes to town. And designed alternate, slightly shorter layouts that don't need so many roads closed off or so much of the car park closed off.
Samsung, it looks like Brighton.
So there's actually, I don't know whether it's 4 layouts total, including the Grand Prix track.
There's an incident in Craig Jones. We think it might be
I'm
Brighton and
very
Nitros.
sorry.
Yellow flag, watch out.
I did not realise you were coming that far.
Ooh. Braden, an Australian, I'm pretty sure, or from this side of the world, because was in the practice session just before I joined the race session. That normally seeds you to your closest. So yeah, iRacing's getting Miami. Hopefully before we need to run it for next year's tour. So that probably means Tour has run its last race at Sebring. Unless Miami's not coming until, if Miami's coming in season 2, 2025. Then we've run our last Sebring. If not, we will have one more. farewell bump up and down the airstrip.
The gap to Regni behind is now 2.1.
Yeah, I've been driving slow. Hey Jay, I am now using the Pimax Crystal Light.
That was 124.53.
Hey, I have a 3080 Ti and a 12. I think it's a 12970 or 12900K, I think. Sorry, processor. If you want to know all about VR on iRacing, the iRacing official forums have a virtual reality subsection. If you haven't checked it out yet, strongly recommend. Yeah, I'm getting pretty poor performance at the moment as far as frame rate goes, but I'm one of those weird people that doesn't mind
P3 behind is now
slightly
2.0.
low frame rate. The main reason that I'm getting low frame rate is because I'm also encoding and recording and streaming to YouTube. But yeah, it's just incredible, the experience of, you know, I'm never going to drive a Formula 1 car, but you see the in-helmet cams they've got these days, and you just like watch them go through Eau Rouge and you're like, oh yeah, that looks familiar. Big screen beyond, yeah. I was considering that because obviously the wait for long period sim racing, but just local suppliers in Australia really sold me on the Pimax Crystal. Oh, and the inside-out tracking.
The gap to Regni behind is now 1.9 seconds.
Didn't like the idea of having to work out where to put lighthouses. Well, I can do these races.
Just done at 124.48.
This is my
2 is 0.8 off the pace.
third race, full length Grand Prix with it on, so that's nearly 2 hours in the sim by the time you do warm-ups and qualifying and then the race and watch some incidents afterwards. Inside-out tracking is a plus and a minus. It can be less accurate.
Car left. Clear left.
We're at the exact wrong place, Daniel. Not your fault. But yeah. Ah, thanks, Jay. Yeah, appreciate the subs.
Your lap times are improving. This is exactly
I don't do a
what
whole
we need.
heap of videos, so you won't get the subscription list filled up with what I do, just the odd
0.8 seconds.
live stream on an F1 weekend mainly. I assume you already have a rig and you're adding VR?
What are you doing this for?
Nice. You do race any series in particular? Are you an open wheel or a GT person? Very different experience getting in a GT car with the VR. You really feel how tight how tight the immediate cockpit around the driver is. But then some of the cars look just so huge on the inside because, you know, there's no...
The lap time was at 124.66.
There's no, you know, interior, obviously. Normally open wheel, Porsche 911. Ah, cool. Yeah, I must say, of all the GT cars Porsche do sound really great. No worries, Smokey.
Gap to E3 behind is now 2.3.
Come on, Adrian. The only gambling I've been doing recently is with this tyre strategy. So far it hasn't been the worst. Didn't even get DRS. It's too deep, Adrian, too deep.
The gap to E3 behind is increasing. It's now 3.3.
Was increasing until I made that stupid braking.
The worst place to let someone through.
With all these crests, it's really difficult having blue flags around here. Yeah, this is the Mercedes AMG W13 E-Performance.
Off the pace.
Mercedes 2022 Formula One car. Unfortunately for our series, while the previous car, which is also available on iRacing, the W12 was a Constructors' Championship winning, nearly Red Bull beating machine that everybody liked, and it's just a downforce monster. It's incredible. This was not best liked. And so the Grand Prix Series participation has suffered because of it, which is a shame because it's actually
80 on the front, 80 on the rear.
a really decent open wheel car to drive.
That lap was at 124.55. The gap to P3 behind is now 2.9 seconds.
These tyres are starting to go. They lost a bit of heat. And look at the lap time drop away. Alright, what have we done? 25.
That was 124.79. The gap to Regni behind is now 2.3 seconds.
Thanks, Jim. Of course, Paul's on the medium tyre, so he won't be dropping his lap time off due to wear as much as me. To steer. A better lap. Ooh, Raul's disconnected. I was worried about Raul. I think these are gone. I started dropping serious lap time in my from zero tyre test that I did earlier this week, where I drove a set of softs until the front left burst. Although, of course, flat tyres aren't implemented on iRacing, so, but I got the meatball flag on lap 47, but from about lap 30 my lap times did drop off quite significantly, so we're seeing the start of that.
The gap to P3 behind
Hey, Luke.
is now 1.7 seconds.
Sleep well,
Time was
catch you tomorrow night.
24.88.
They could probably come back for a good lap or two, but I'd need to be so slow and baby them to get the temps to fall off. I think might give me a lap.
No, this is a fixed setup race, but dang.
I didn't hear, unfortunately, what Hayden said.
Gap to Regni behind is now 2.1 seconds. That last lap was at 124.36.
I think the trouble is, what Paul's going to do now is, Paul's going to follow us in, get on the soft tyre, and just drive faster. Which is the problem and danger with doing a inverse split, inverse strat. Paul's already in. Okay.
Is now 1.2 seconds. That lap was at 125.34.
I wish the fixed let me change engine ERS modes, because I'd absolutely be doing a full attack lap.
Incident in turn 3. Looks like it's Jasper's. Regni is now on softs.
Oh, Yarn's disconnected. Okay.
There's an incident in Portimão. It looks like Cummings.
I think this is Portimão up here. Didn't see where Hayden came to grief. I think we have to follow Paul in, otherwise we're going to be too offset, so
What's your speed limit in the pits? Pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour.
alright, we have to go to the medium tyre. Just like real F1, we have to run 2 compounds, so our best bet.
100 meters. 50 meters. Left front 45%, left rear 60. The pit exit is clear, push now, your tyres are cold, watch out. Carb clear on your right. Right side's clear. Alright Adrian, the next car is Barnes. Car number 4 in their rate on your right. Clear right.
I'm sorry, Paul, mate, I had no control for a second there.
Left side. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Clear left.
Cold mediums, we're never gonna beat those softs.
The car in front of us is Regni, car number 2, and their rating is 5.6. The gap to Regni ahead is increasing. It's now 1.1. P5. There's an incident in Samsung. Looks like it's Daniel.
For P5, Max needs to stop. That puts us P4. That's way too deep. That's way too deep.
Track limits.
Yeah, so Jim, the program, has a limited vocabulary
Daniel is
because
from position 7. Looks like he'll come out just
Jim,
in
the
front of you.
person who originally recorded everything, who was the original author of Crew Chief,
Incident in Torben. I think it might be Cummings.
stopped recording sounds at some point. Just, I don't know whether it got out of sim racing or
The fastest lap
or
from
what.
Regni, or 22.93.
So there's a limited
Daniel is now on softs.
library of sounds. That's why you'll sometimes hear, excuse me,
The leader,
a strange
Denison, is pitting.
robotic
The
voice.
gap to Regni ahead is increasing. It's now 3.4.
So Regni is just a name that's been decided to sound close enough. There's a place I could go in and map so that it used Paul instead.
The leader is now on softs.
Which is in Digital Jim's vocabulary. The other thing that could do is find where Jim said the syllables, like Ray. There's probably recorded the name Ray somewhere, and then chop Gan off something.
Fastest lap for Regni, or 22.90. The gap to P4 in front is now 4.3. Okay, Adrian, you're halfway home. Got plenty of fuel. That lap was at 123.94.
Mix them up in an audio editor, and you got yourself Reagan. Yeah, or gun. Yeah, gun. I shouldn't make Jim try to pronounce things. So I just so yeah, so new names can be added if you can piece them together from other names. But Jim himself isn't really involved in the project much these days. And has said his voice, it was many years ago he first produced Crew Chief, so his voice has changed since, and even if he did record new stuff, it wouldn't sound the same. So that's why you hear the digitized voice sometimes. And the trouble is, people go, I'll just train AI on it,
It's now 6.4.
and we'll have an AI that can do whatever.
P5.
names and phrases we like. Well, the issue is
Incident in turn 13. We think it might be Cummings.
all the source material
Incident
has
in Sagres. It looks
the,
like Cummings.
the radio crackle filter over the top. So the AI doesn't manage to emulate a human voice with in a low band, you know, over a radio connection. It just gets confused. But yes, I just know that Regni is O'Regan.
Your last lap time was 124.14.
What a terrible hairpin that was.
Fastest lap for Stenison, 121.93. The gap to Regni ahead is increasing. It's now 8.2 seconds. Ahead is pitting.
There's one that needed to pit.
P4, your lap time was at 124.05. Barnes is now on softs.
Too wide, too wide.
There's an incident in turn 13. It looks like it's Cummings.
Oh, Hayden's not having good rides. Is he on softs? Surprised we're not hearing incidents from Jasper. They must be crying. My front left was 45.
Gap to V3 ahead is increasing. It's now 9.6 seconds.
Oh wow.
You've just done a 124.32. Sector 2 is 1.1 seconds off the pace.
The important thing about Jasper is 21 seconds is well inside the pit window. So we're well into the pit window. About 33 seconds here. The long pit lane next to a full ball straight, and it's only 60 kilometers an hour. So in iRacing, I think the real one would have been 100 kilometers an hour in Formula One, but there's a lot of stuff that happens in iRacing because that's how iRacing does it. Qualifying's one. And pit lane speed limits are another. They're set for all series.
The gap to Regni ahead is now 10 seconds.
Invalid discontinuity. Oh, that's not good.
To Regni ahead is now 11 seconds. There's an incident in Portimão. Looks like it's Barnes. Sector 1
Max.
is 0.1 seconds off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.5 off the
No
pace.
good.
Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
Bit wide. Bit outside the racing line there. Yeah, the pit lane's going to do that.
12 seconds. That was 124.19. Okay, Adrian, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
I'd really like to be reeling Paul in, but I don't think my strategy is conducive to that.
E4. Cut the track. Keep it nice and tidy. The gap to Regni ahead is increasing. It's now 17 seconds.
That was a whoopsie. Looks like all that time we made on Jasper was good, because we nearly threw it away there.
Jaspers is now on mediums.
Thanks, Smokey.
Okay, Adrian, keep doing what you're doing. This is spot on for you 3. The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 29 Celsius. Incident in Torvik. We think it might be Cummings.
Alright. So in the end, that half spin or near half spin probably cost us about probably cost us about 5 seconds to
9.9 seconds.
Jasper. We need to be there in case Paul has any wobbles.
That lap time was 1:24.12. 62 is 0.7 off the pace.
Ideally, we try to stay ahead of Leopold so that we're on the same lap as Paul. If he has any very late twitches, could easily cost, what's he got now, 20 seconds on us? Could easily cost that.
There's an incident in turn 12. It looks like Jasper's.
Jasper just lost 10 seconds, so pretty clear from behind. Ah! Terrible turn 3 and 4. It's only an okay turn 5 too. Yeah, getting into 4th. Short shifting 4th there is really the way.
Seconds.
Down and use the torque of the higher gear rather than being in the power of the high RPM, likely to break traction.
You've just done a 1:24.47.
Too late. Getting into there. That was going to go on me.
That lap time was 125.15. There's an incident in tour of it. It looks like Daniel. Incident in turn 6. We think it might be Daniel. The gap behind is now 17 seconds.
Come on, Adrian. These are slow laps. Braking better, turning early.
Alright, Adrian, the next car is 4 laps behind. There's a car leaving the pits. You've just done a 124.71. There's an incident in turn 4. Looks like it's Cummings.
Sorry to see that.
GG. GG.
That corner sucks on colds.
I didn't even get past 50% throttle in third gear with new tires.
P3.
Yeah, no, it's super difficult. Oh, sorry to see you go, Hayden.
Jaspers is closing the gap. It's now 15 seconds. Quicker than you entering turn 3.
Okay, if we stay in front of Leonardo, we've got this sewn up.
You've just done a 125.30.
Yeah, has had a bit of a shocker. It's a really, as Luke was saying, it's a really difficult track. This corner is uphill, off camber, unsighted. You know, you can't follow your line through with your eyes. This is downhill braking into a hairpin with a curb in the inside that'll launch you, and Melbourne style curbs on the outside that won't give you enough grip. This one off camber, uphill, tight, another crest. Here we go. Crest that completely hides the corner. Where's the turn-in point? The track's so wide you got no idea. This corner's one of the more simpler corners, and it would be the hardest corner on a lot of other tracks. And this one, off camber, never seems to end. The last corner is pretty easy in these cars with high downforce, but the having driven an LMP3 around here, can't even take that last corner for granted, even though it's just an over the hill and a sweeper. Because in this car, over the hill is nothing.
P4 behind is now 14 seconds.
In an LMP3, you can get so light your back end can step out if you're not careful with how you're turning. You sort of need to turn, straighten up, go over the crest, and then turn in the compression down the hill. can't hit that apex. Not if you want fast lap times. Can't actually hit any of the apexes. Curbs are pretty much, it's all the flat, as I said, Melbourne style, where the little pyramid shape goes into the ground rather than coming up out of it. Some of the curbs come up, but most of them are Melbourne style, where they go in. Those ones go up. Instead of those ones at the exit of 4.
Jaspers is getting closer. The gap's come down to 13 seconds. They're quicker than us entering Torville.
Beautiful track though, there's so much space to race with people. Corners go back and forth so you can stay side by side for a little while. It's good. That iRacing has it. And if you're glad that you are watching the stream, hit the thumbs up button below.
Your last lap time was at 1:24.60.
If you like what you're watching, I do this mostly for my own enjoyment, this whole streaming thing, but hopefully a few people enjoy it enough to let me know with the like button. Oh yeah, the big YouTube cache.
Jaspers is reeling you in. The gap's now 12 seconds.
I've got to get these lap times under control. I don't get any YouTube cache.
Gap to P1.
Got to have
is now
1,000
1.5
people
seconds.
subscribe
One lap
first,
ahead.
and we're up to a tenth of that, which is pretty cool. But all right, let's see if we can make this a good lap. Decent. A bit more speed in there. Turned out to be a little bit too much. Only 3/10 behind our fastest lap, which is
Jaspers is getting
23.6.
closer. The gap's now 10 seconds. They're faster than us into turn 3. That lap was at 1:23.91. Blue flag. The track temperature has fallen. It's now 27 Celsius.
As soon as we get passed by Leopold, there's no way Paul can have an accident and
Blue flag. That
have us
lap
pass
was
him, I don't think.
24.21.
Not this late in the game.
Gap to P1 behind is now 1.0. 1 lap in front. Blue flag.
This is familiar, being chased down by Leopold. Shame that it's with blue flags involved and not for position.
Left side. Clear left.
I just got a bad enough exit out of there that I wasn't going to hold Leopold up. Not that I think I could hold him up for long. Luke was right when he said he had huge pace.
E4 is closing you down. The gap has come down to 8.5.
Ooh, nice little gift. It's here, haven't seen you in a while. Oh. Oh.
We'll need to come in for repairs. They've shown us the meatball flag. Front left, 68%. Rear left, 78.
Well, that's ruined our fight. Which tyre? Why was the inside tyre spinning up there? I should have been able to be full throttle. I thought it was the outside tyre. And there was no way I was rescuing that. Oh. Oh. But yeah, it's going to cost me a fair bit of few internet points. Or maybe not. Daniel, why are you in the pits? Been in there a while. 7 minutes. Just braking a bit late there, not quite on the line. Car looks okay. Like got down to speed. Change for another set of stops. And then still there. Well, if Daniel goes out, we'll lose some high rating, I think. If Daniel stays in the pits. Right. Let's have a look at the start of the race, shall we? Chase. Good initial getaway. Bit of wheel spin there. But I think that's the difference between soft tires, and I think if even if I got better getaway, I would have been further ahead. It's just purely the compound. So we got Leopold on mediums, Paul coming through on mediums, and then this is Raul. Then we've got a bit of a gap back to Gabriel, Max, all on mediums. Jan, Jesper, our fellow soft runner, Daniel, led up by Hayden, and Brooklyn. Watch from Paul, maybe? Ooh, whoa. I went wide here. Trying to get on the power. Lots of people did. Lap 1 things. But lots of 2 wide action here. Paul lets roll go. Oh no. Bit of excitement. Max is very lucky here. Look at this. Ooh, Max had to have gotten out of the shoal there. Very lucky. It did look like Paul got touched there. Netcode touch. But yeah, I think it's just too much loud pedal. Max gets shuffled back. Unfortunate, but I don't think Max had any damage. Wing looks unscuffed, so all good. Up in front, I'm bricking it. I think because I made a mistake here too, didn't I? Yeah. Way too much speed in. Managing, hoping I don't run into anyone. Staying left till I know where Leopold is. Leopold was far enough back. Leopold was just bringing the medians in. Thanks, Smokey. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. Catch you later. So yeah, let's have a look at some of these outs. Gabriel. Out again. Gio had a big blink. Let Leopold past. He's on the hard tyre as well. Oh! Oh, that's where... Oh, no. Yep, alright. So that accounts for Brooklyn, as well as Gio. He apologised for that. That was just a misjudgment. Didn't think the next car was coming along quite that quickly. Rahul finishes this lap. And then decides they're done. Okay, cool. Jan is having a bit of a ding-dong battle here. DRS, attempting the pass, moves out, sides against it. Too much throttle here. Not too much. Oh no. Oh. They're just both trying to leave each other room. Who is this? Oh, Jesper. Bounced on the curb there. And it was enough to net code. Oh. That's a shame. And saw Hayden. Oh, imagine getting to 43 laps. Pretty sure it was Hayden that came out on the softs. There's my nose coming up behind. And just, yeah, you just... Doesn't look like brakes were held. I think you might have been able to keep it out of the wall with held brakes. Hayden, you ever see this? Daniel. Back to Daniel, which I think was fitted and still sitting there. And us, no front end. Well, that's about it. How long do we have in the race? Our race leader. Still Leopold. Second last lap. Let's just quickly watch to the end. So we can give Leopold and Paul their appropriate. Appropriate congratulations. Leopold's has been super quick. I mean, at the end of a soft stint, last 5 averages 1 minute 22.371. Really is just super consistent, and that's what you got to be. These slightly longer races, you got to be consistent, not throw it into walls like I did. Lovely lines coming towards the end of this 65th lap. One-stop strategy, medium to soft. Crosses the line for the second to last time. Check in quickly on Paul. Still coming to the end of the 65th lap for Paul. Currently in third place is Max. Well deserved after a bit of bad luck towards the start. But really, nearly a minute in front, but averaging a second per lap faster. Just pretty incredible. Leopold rounds the corner, checkered flags out, Barney waves and welcomes Leopold home to win the race. Meanwhile, Paul's got most of a lap to go. Yeah, very consistent performance from Paul as well. Managed to keep it on the black stuff. Put in a super solid performance. Take second place. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're already in pit lane. So I'm going to quickly go back to happier times, i.e. the start. Put it on slow motion. In time to say, yeah, thanks very much, everyone. If you've got a chance to push the thumbs up button, give it a like, hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed my nattering while I was driving. Hopefully tomorrow night we can put in another good performance for the early part of the race and actually finish it off. Bit that was missing from tonight, we would have been on that podium. Yeah, so a little bit disappointing, but get those now and then. Could have stayed about even with iRating points, luckily. So, yeah, hope everyone enjoyed. If you've watched till the end, thank you very much. I'll catch you next time.